श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय. While this body remained busy with the domestic chores required in her role as a housewife, there also emerged in her signs of the sadhaka, the other role in which she was engaged at the time. The latter role was a result of her khayal, which arose as a result of an inner questioning. How does a human being realize God? The answer was immediate. There must be an overpowering desire for this. So, intentionally or unintentionally, there must be an all-consuming craving for God that flows continuously within the self. Just as a married woman guards her conch shell and steel bangles and vermilion, the sacred symbols of her marriage, under all circumstances, a grieving woman, despite her sorrow, ensures that she dresses with propriety, or a mother attends to the housework while carrying her child. So too must you think ceaselessly of God while going through your daily life. If this is ever disturbed due to your other preoccupations, on remembering you should feel repentant and confess, O Lord, all this while I have been forgetful of you. Then the thought of God will increase within you by the day. You have to remember that the only true thought is the thought of God. One should talk to others only when needed. One must restrain one's desire to talk as well as to listen to others. There is, however, no negative impact in discussions that increase one's contemplation of God. Indeed, these must be encouraged as they can eradicate self-doubt. Also, you should realize that the more you meditate on the Supreme, the sharper will be your capacity for judgment and discrimination, revealing what is beneficial and leading you towards greater purity of thought. You will then find that your attraction for the world as perceived through the five senses is decreasing while you remain immersed in the contemplation of God. If you are striving to maintain purity of thought, the first sign of progress will be that no person or thing will ever rouse any adverse reaction in you, and gradually good qualities like truth, sacrifice, restraint, love, forbearance, patience, and endurance will increase within you. You will discover that the more you receive God's grace, the less different or alien other religious practices will seem, and you will begin to feel that they are but different ways of worshipping your own Ishta. This concept is analogous to various roles which the same person plays in other people's life. For instance, he who is my father may be another's friend and yet another's uncle. One calls him father, another bandhu, friend, and a third kaka or mama, uncle. You must utilize your time fruitfully with puja, prayer, meditation, japa, kirtan and yagyas. In the earlier stages, while you are striving to put your mind to spiritual matters, involvement with worldly activities is not supportive of your spiritual aspirations. Hence, combining these, the spiritual and the worldly, cannot yield fruitful results. At least for some time, remain in seclusion and forget the external world. Look into the realm of your inner mind and meditate ceaselessly upon Him. While engaged in this, take utmost care not to let any other thought enter the mind. Should anything occur to disturb this, then one must feel a deep sense of aversion towards it, or else know that there still lingers within the self some attachment to those thoughts. The fragmented experiences of the sadhaka in his efforts to ceaselessly meditate upon him gradually develops the awareness of a vast, complete and infinite essence that paves the way to progressive advancement and the hope of successful completion of one's sadhana, leading to ultimate revelation. Only the cessation of doubts transforms the sadhaka into a precious jewel submerged in Vishwaroop, universal self. Until this happens, it is not possible to uproot one's primary worship practices when setting out on the path of sadhana. Thus, one finds that even when all obstacles towards realizing the ultimate truth of one undivided satta existence are cleared by means of deliberation and logic, complete realization may still be absent, as one can remain attached to the particular dynamics of one's sadhana and become bound within the different boundaries of the bhav therein. Remaining at this stage and within such limits, even in a state of being without doubts, is not the same as being beyond all doubts. श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय।